4.5 billion years of change. What if the Earth could look in the mirror? Would it only see its scars and dark circles? Or would it look past its imperfections to see its strength, its spirit, its spark, its calluses, its intellect, its vision, its determination, its resourcefulness, its wrinkles, its wonder? Would the world like what it sees? We do.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lenovo Tech World 2022. I'm your host, Eva Saha. How about that opening video? Full of promise and optimism, and looking at our planet for what it offers visionaries, a world of possibilities. Today, we're going to hear from the people both within and outside of Lenovo who see these possibilities and are using smarter technology to empower a changing world. From Barcelona to Beijing, Madrid to New York City, and right here at the news desk in Chicago, we'll talk to thought leaders and innovators, social media trendsetters and influencers, all sharing their unique perspectives on the transformative power of technology. To help bring this story to life, we have internationally acclaimed regional hosts, including futurist Shivi Jervis in Madrid, technology expert Katie Linendahl in Barcelona, digital innovator Napoleon Biggs in Hong Kong, and global climate champion and thought leader Sophie Lambon in New York City. We have so much to share, and we'll be telling our stories in chapters, focusing on the major trends in technology that are shaping our world. There is something for everyone, and we want to ensure you don't miss a minute of it. Let's get started by going to Beijing, where Lenovo Chairman and CEO Yuanqing Yang will share his vision for the future.
Hello, and welcome to Lenovo Tech World. Every year, we come together to celebrate the power of innovation, one of the most reliable forces to shape the world for the better. At a time of uncertainty, technology provides a level of predictability. In a context of constraints, technology breaks barriers to unleash imagination. And in a world where digital divide persists, technology brings access to a leveling ground and unlimited possibilities. And that technology is only getting more advanced over time to drive global digital and intelligent transformation and to solve humanity's greatest challenges. At Lenovo, we believe in technology. We are doubling our investment in innovation. In a fast-changing world, our commitment remains unchanged: to make life better, work more productive, and our planet more sustainable. This has to be done through new IT, with client, edge, cloud, network, and intelligence working together to deliver the promise of technology. Smarter technology changes how we define the future workspace. It will be an evolution into a combination of our virtual and physical worlds. The object you work on might be real or virtual, like a virtual room for an interior designer or a virtual experiment in the future classroom. The colleagues you work with might be real or virtual, like an AR assistant. The environment you work in might be real or virtual, like in the metaverse. And the outcome you build might be real or virtual, like a digital twin. There was a time when work meant coming to a designated place and meeting others in person. Then it became collaborating from different locations using different devices or technology, but having similar experience as before or in person. Now, you can even meet your co-workers in a virtual room and customize the room for different formats like one-on-one discussions, one-to-many presentations and town halls, and many-to-many roundtables and brainstorming. The boundaries and the limitations of the traditional workspace are disappearing. Eventually, workspace will no longer be a physical space, but an infinite space for collaborative or immersive experience. Here is how Lenovo innovation is enabling this to happen.
Yeah, YY, you're right. Thanks to Lenovo's in-house free viewpoint audio and video technology and naked eye 3D holographic technology, this high-fidelity virtual meeting feels like face-to-face. And we've got more technologies that mix the virtual and the real. These greatly enhance our productivity and experiences. Hi Shenyu. We are now in the cyberspace created by Lenovo. In the cyberspace, seamless collaboration is achieved among people, data, and space with the help of virtual real fusion technologies. Face-to-face communication, zero distance, super cool. In the future, the real and the virtual could connect and switch seamlessly. We could enter a hyper-reality meeting space. In here, users could organize roundtable meeting, brainstorm, and come up with the most innovative ideas. Look, this is the rollable PC. Let's take a close look at it in the virtual real integrated meeting room. From immersive audio-video communication to collaboration in a virtual real superimposed environment and to brainstorming in a virtual real fuse space, Lenovo is redefining a brand new experience that breaks the boundaries of the virtual and the real.
The future workspace liberates us. We get the best of the two worlds, the touch and the feel of the real workspace, and the access and the reach of the virtual workspace, and the convenience and the flexibility of switching between the two. And we innovate on how we engage, interact, communicate, and share in the future workspace. We have an important partner, Qualcomm. Let's welcome Cristiano Amon, CEO of Qualcomm, to join me and share his views on this topic.
Thank you, YY. It's an honor to be joining you at the Lenovo Tech World and talking about an area I'm really excited about, the metaverse. The metaverse will enable a new era of highly immersive and customized digital experiences that blend our physical and digital worlds and fuel exciting new use cases for the enterprise. Digital twins will become even more pervasive, transforming how we work across product development to manufacturing to retail and much more. And we've only scratched the surface of what's possible and how it will impact and transform industries. XR devices, including augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality, will provide deeper presence in the metaverse, but smartphones and mobile PCs will extend into the metaverse as well. We're committed to providing the ecosystem with the most cutting-edge platforms and comprehensive technologies and solutions, from connectivity to sensors, processing, perception, AI, and more, to power a new era of connected devices. And we're so excited to collaborate with Lenovo to help realize the full potential of the metaverse. Thank you again for the opportunity to participate in today's event.
Thank you, Cristiano. Definitely, there's so much we can do together in the metaverse.
We should probably see what Saeed's up to.
Oh, look, it's time to connect with Jason. Let me check what he's up to.
Hey, Saeed. It's great to see you. You look good in the metaverse.
You too, man.
Thanks. So, what are you up to?
You know, I was just checking out your new Think Reality VRX headset. And hey, it's powered by our new Snapdragon XR2 Plus platform.
Yeah, I know. It's been great working with Qualcomm to bring this to life. The metaverse is great for learning new skills. We can hold live meetings and events. We can visit facilities. Or we could even collaborate in teams.
Whoa, that was amazing. I'm looking forward to working with you here. Can we do it every day?
Sure, buddy. I can't wait.
Nice job, team. What's supporting this future workspace is an ongoing trend from computer to computing. Even in computer, there is ample room for innovation. Besides faster computing, faster transfer of data, and a bigger storage capacity, our device innovation focuses on adaptive intelligence, security, environmental friendliness, and of course, innovative form factors. But with data explosion, computing devices alone can no longer meet customers' computing needs today. Computing needs to take place anywhere. This ubiquitous computing demand has inspired a new computing architecture from client to edge and to cloud, connected through high-speed network. Computing has become a new type of utility like water or electricity, expected, pervasive, and on demand. And customers can choose to own it, deploy it, or use it as a service model. While cloud has become more and more popular, edge has just started to emerge. It's actually the companion of the cloud. Edge computing allows data to be acted upon closer to where it is generated. So it reduces reliance on connectivity, responds more effectively, and improves user experience. Today, we are showcasing Lenovo's full-stack edge capabilities and offerings. Lenovo ThinkEdge series of servers like SE350 and SE450 perform well at the extreme conditions of dust, vibration, and extreme temperature, with top performance GPUs to support heavy AI workload. Our unified X Clarity software helps us manage all Lenovo Edge devices. And the Lenovo Edge Cloud Platform enables a secure, reliable, and manageable software-defined edge infrastructure for various applications across vertical industries. From Australia's largest retail chain to Japan's franchise restaurants, from Dubai's gas stations to the world's most remote island, our comprehensive edge computing solutions are working everywhere, from faster and smarter checkout to more intelligent and dependable hotel services, and all the way to restoring biodiversity. In addition, we launched our hybrid cloud solution in June. Our solution covers the full life cycle of building, migrating, using, and managing hybrid cloud. We have expanded our TrueScale brand, all-inclusive, subscription-based model to more customers. Talking about the future of computing, let me invite Intel CEO, Pat Gelsinger, to share his vision. Pat, please.
Thanks, YY. It's a treat to be part of Tech World, and I am delighted to be joining you all today. As we look ahead to the coming decades, we will see continued move to digital for everything in the way we work, learn, connect, develop, and operate. Every aspect of human existence continues to become increasingly digital, and that digitization is powered by semiconductors. In this era of innovation, growth, and discovery, we will witness the true magic of technology that fundamentally alters how we experience the world. The ubiquity of compute, connectivity, infrastructure, and AI create powerful new possibilities as they combine, amplify, and reinforce each other. Time flies by when Lenovo and Intel innovate together. The partnership between Intel and Lenovo can make critical technology accessible to more people, such as the case with Lenovo TrueScale, allowing us to stay ahead of evolving business needs. And of course, congrats on 30 years of ThinkSystem and ThinkPad. Together, I am confident we can help our customers navigate today's landscape of tremendous change and set a course for a new era of innovation and technological leadership. I, for one, am looking forward to the next 30 years of our partnership.
Thank you, Pat. With this comes the trend of digitalization across all industries. ICT companies have become the enablers to not only sell IT products, but solve customer pain points with industry know-hows. We have grown beyond the old IT or traditional IT with client-server-based, on-prem only hardware and software like ERP, CRM. We are in a new phase of digital and intelligent transformation, and the new IT architecture of client, edge, cloud, network, intelligence. Lenovo has built its advantages in every element of new IT, not only in devices, but also as horizontal solutions, including smart workspace, metaverse, edge, hybrid cloud, and AI solutions. These are building blocks we can leverage to construct the different types of buildings as our smart vertical industry solutions. Tech manufacturing industry, for example, supply chain security and efficiency are critical for every company in today's business environment. Factories struggle with matching materials with orders and optimizing production scheduling. Lenovo's production decision engine uses AR and big data to address those pain points and plan for what-if scenarios. Our Supplier 360 identifies, analyzes, and mitigates supply chain risks with a knowledge graph. And our Smart Services solution forecasts repair needs and optimizes the network of parts, service engineers, and logistic support. We always test these digital operations solutions in our own operation first, before we offer them to customers. And we started to pioneer industry metaverse solution several years ago. Lenovo Virtual Classroom features virtual teachers to help students learn better and give personalized tests and recommendations. And in manufacturing, our remote video collaboration solution connects frontline workers with remote experts to perform repair jobs through real-time marks. Our CTO, Dr. Ri, will elaborate more metaverse solutions in detail today. Digitalization is critical to every company's success and survival today. On this topic, let's hear from CEO of Accenture, Julia Sweet, to share her perspectives.
Hello and thank you, YY. I am privileged to spend a few minutes with all of you today. We are in a new era of digital transformation. It is happening across every industry and every geography, and it is happening faster than ever before. We are seeing leading companies begin to use technology to systematically transform every part of their business. We call this total enterprise reinvention, and we believe it is the most profound change in business since the Industrial Revolution. With this strategy, a company makes a deliberate decision to reinvent itself and to establish a new performance frontier. A company goes on a journey to create critical capabilities by harnessing the power of new technologies, new ways of working and engaging, and data and AI. They can then digitize their manufacturing and supply chains, access and create talent in new ways, and create new business models, to name just a few areas of the enterprise that are being transformed. And they do this all while increasing efficiency and reducing costs. By creating this new performance frontier, they can potentially disrupt or set a new bar for their industry. And they can deliver what we call 360-degree value, value beyond financials that comes from things like embedding sustainability, upskilling and reskilling their people, or strengthening diversity and inclusion. In a rapidly changing world, we believe that total enterprise reinvention is the path forward for staying agile, resilient, and ahead of the competition. Partnerships are essential for managing and delivering this kind of monumental change at speed. Lenovo and Accenture share a common view of the critical role that technology will play in the future of business and society. We are proud and excited to partner with Lenovo to drive positive change for our clients and our planet and help them deliver total enterprise reinvention. YY, thank you again for inviting me, and I hope you all enjoy your time at the conference.
Thank you, Julie. But we must not just innovate to drive productivity. We must not just use technology to create economic value. We all have a responsibility to helping make the world a better place. And specifically, in the face of so many challenges related to climate change and energy shortages, we must all strive to make our planet more sustainable. Technology has a role in that. Innovation is key. And Lenovo is ready for this challenge. Many of you are aware of Lenovo Neptune liquid cooling technology. It saves energy consumption for data center customers around the world, enabling sustainable supercomputing with reduced carbon footprint. Most recently, Lenovo is building some of the most powerful supercomputers for scientific computing in the world with our Neptune inside, including Mare Nostrum 5 at the Barcelona Supercomputing Center and Snellius in Netherlands. So this is an innovation that makes an impact. Lenovo is using innovative new materials like vegan leather made with recycled content and other materials like recycled aluminum and closed-loop plastics. Our Yoga Slim 9i is our first carbon-neutral certified laptop. We apply now low-temperature solder in manufacturing to reduce carbon footprint. We package with more bio-based material like bamboo. And we offer sustainability services like data removal and material reuse for products approaching the end of their life cycle. In fact, we are working to make our new factory in Tianjin carbon neutral. Toward the end of the show, I will have exciting news to share with you. There's a lot we can do to make a difference. Innovation is the ultimate force that drives humanity forward. We believe in it, we invest in it, and we invite you to build and share a smarter future together. Thank you.
The future of the workspace isn't a physical space at all. It's a revolution in collaboration. It's the physical and virtual coming together. A solution so eye-catching, it follows you everywhere. A solution so liberating, it works from anywhere. A solution so illuminating, it sparks a new reality. The future of the workplace is hyper-collaborative. And the future is here.
Thank you, YY, for your vision and insights and for everything you're doing to drive humanity forward. Oh, and how about that video? We all know the future of work is ever evolving. And as we just heard and saw, the future is here. A future that's not confined to specific categories or business segments. It's much broader than that, affecting business, health, education, and so much more. In short, this transformative future is intertwined with our daily lives. So, where will this transformation lead us? Fortunately, we have a technology leader and expert on intelligent transformation with us today. Lenovo's Chief Technology Officer, Dr. Young Ray. Dr. Ray, it's Eva Saha from Chicago. Welcome to Lenovo Tech World 2022.
Hi, Eva. Greetings from Beijing. It's great to be part of yet another Tech World.
Well, it wouldn't be a show without you. As Lenovo CTO, you have always brought truly groundbreaking technology innovations to Tech World, and we look forward to that year after year. So, what are you going to share with us today?
Well, Eva, what I have prepared to share with you today has something to do with the way we are meeting right now. Care to guess?
Oh, I'm guessing. Okay, so we are interacting in real time, not physically together, so I'm going to say it has something to do with virtual reality.
Great guess, Eva. You are definitely on the right track. However, what I'm referring to is what we call the metaverse. I'm sure you have heard of this term, but many ask me, what really is metaverse? Here is my definition. The metaverse is a hybrid of physical and virtual worlds, where people and objects connect and interact with each other. It has the potential to unleash unprecedented possibilities for both industries and our daily lives. The three ways for the physical and virtual worlds to connect. Physical virtual mapping, which enables us to build the virtual world from the physical world. Physical virtual superimposition, which superimposes physical and virtual worlds together. And physical virtual interactivity, which allows virtual worlds to impact physical worlds and vice versa. Lenovo has developed innovative technologies in each of the three areas, thus positioning Lenovo to be a leader of transformational changes in this new metaverse.
Yes, of course I've heard of the metaverse, and it is no surprise that Lenovo is at the forefront of this transformational change. I am intrigued, Dr. Ray, and would love for you to elaborate on these three ways of connecting the physical and virtual worlds.
Sure. The first way is mapping from the physical to the virtual worlds. In other words, we need to build a metaspace as a virtual representation of the physical world around us.
Well, this is sort of sounding like a sci-fi movie. I would love for you to explain further.
Sure, rather than tell you, I think it's going to be more powerful to show you.
Oh my gosh, wow. It's like you were just teleported to this electric power station.
What you're seeing is what we refer to as metaspace, or a virtual version of the physical electric power station. To build it, we deployed 4 critical layers, namely feature points, geometric structure, realistic texture, and object semantics. I will explain each briefly. First, feature points. This layer is designed so that XR devices operating in the metaspace can identify both their location and their orientation. The XR devices, for instance, AR glasses, robots, know where they are and in what direction they are moving, thanks to these feature points. The second layer of the metaspace is the geometric structure, which describes the 3D geometry of the environment and the objects. To make the virtual world more realistic to the physical world, we need the third layer, realistic texture. Realistic texture captures the slightest possible detail of objects for high fidelity rendering, which helps deliver an immersive, lifelike virtual experience that mirrors the physical world to users in that space. But the 3 layers are still not sufficient to enable the metaspace to fully function. We still need the 4th layer, object semantics. Object semantics enables the XR devices to recognize and operate objects while performing a certain task. So in summary, mapping of the metaspace I have described consists of 4 layers, and Lenovo is the first company in the industry to integrate all the 4 layers into the same metaspace shared by different devices.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Okay, so physical virtual mapping is the first way of connecting these 2 worlds. Now you have me wanting more, Dr. Ray. What is the second way?
Yeah, the second way is physical virtual superimposition. Let's both put on our Lenovo AR glasses. In front of us is a voltage transformer. In order for us to have the best experience, we hope to have 2 things. First, we want our AR glasses to have a large field of view, FOV. The FOV is the open observable area we can see through our eyes. The larger the FOV is, the wider we can see, and the better our immersive experience becomes. Second, we want real-time rendering of a large scenes and complex objects so that the virtual world is as real as possible. Eva, now we can see the voltage transformer's digital structure generated by the glasses. As I open the transformer, its internal structure is instantly shown right in front of our eyes. And thanks to real-time rendering, the image streams smoothly and in high resolution. This is made possible by Lenovo's innovative 5G-enabled edge computing technology. The technology offloads computation from the glasses to the edge server, thus significantly reducing both rendering latency and power consumption.
Dr. Ray, this is truly outstanding, mind-blowing, really. This physical virtual superimposition is so realistic, it didn't feel virtual. All right, now, you've talked about the first two ways of connecting the physical and virtual worlds. That's enough to satisfy me, but you said there's a third way?
The third way is physical virtual interactivity. Interactivity is an action in the virtual world that will have a consequence in the physical world, and vice versa. Imagine we want a robot to perform an electric power inspection task. First, let's take an action in the virtual world. What's on my Lenovo tablet is a virtual world of the electric power station, and I'm planning a path for the robot. You can see the physical robot is moving in the physical power station according to the path I planned in the virtual world. Next, the physical robot recognizes equipment readings, detects abnormal heat, and monitors equipment status in the power station. All this data obtained in the physical world are transmitted back to the virtual world. And you can see all this physical data are being reflected in the virtual world. This is what we refer to as physical virtual interactivity, both from virtual to physical and from physical back to virtual.
All of this is so impressive, Dr. Ray. All right, so you've talked a lot about the technical side of the metaverse. Thank you, by the way, for putting it in terms that even I can understand, even without a PhD in electrical and computer engineering. But in terms of products, what does Lenovo have to offer at this time?
Eva, actually, Lenovo offers a diverse product portfolio in the field of metaverse. On the device side, we have industry-leading Think Reality AR/VR devices. On the infrastructure side, we offer world-class edge servers. On the software stack, we offer Star Studio for metaverse editing and StarScan for metaverse space construction. On the solution side, we develop end-to-end solutions tailored for vertical industries. Moving forward, Lenovo is willing to build an open metaverse ecosystem along with like-minded industry partners. Well, that's all for today. As you have seen, Lenovo has developed core technologies and is well positioned to be a leader in the metaverse, which will truly enhance our work and life. Together with industry partners, we hope to take the intelligent transformation to the new level with the metaverse. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ray, for sharing your time and expertise with us today. And thank you for showing us all the ways in which our lives are going to be improved because of these amazing technologies Lenovo is continuing to bring to all of us. From devices to spaces, it's really all about seamless integration and collaboration among users, spaces, and devices for a mix of physical and virtual connections. During this next chapter, we'll look at the innovations of today and tomorrow. We'll get our hearts pumping with Formula One and learn how Lenovo is working with them to drive what's possible when combining sports with advanced technology. We'll hear from a fashion model who is collaborating with Lenovo to push the boundaries of the tech industry towards inclusion for all people. And we'll see how enterprise leaders and Lenovo are thinking differently about solutions, with those that go beyond devices to solve pain points and advance their digital transformational journeys. Now, one of the great things about the technology we're using right now to participate in Lenovo Tech World is that it can transport you instantly from the somewhere you are to the anywhere you want to be, like Madrid, where Shivi Jervis is right now. Shivi, take it away.
Hello from Madrid. Today I'm joined by Luca Rossi, President of Lenovo's Intelligent Devices Group. Luca, welcome to Tech World.
Thank you, Shivi. It's great to be here today.
Over the next 20 minutes, Luca and I will explore the evolution of physical and virtual collaboration across users, spaces, and devices. We'll also look at emerging innovations which will redefine the way that we work and connect with each other. And along the way, we'll hear testimonials showing us just how smarter technology is enabling enterprises and people everywhere. So let's get started. Luca, we heard YY and Dr. Ray share insights on the future workspace, which is transcending into a mix of physical and virtual spaces. Tell us, what do you think this means for your customers?
Oh, thanks for the great question. So first, I believe our customers are embracing meaningful innovation at a faster pace than ever. The pandemic has accelerated the digital transformation by probably 5 to 10 years. So Lenovo's commitment remains critical, and we are increasing our R&D investments to expand our innovation leadership. Second, whether our customers choose in-person or remote or hybrid workplace approach, they are all benefiting from the new ecosystem of devices and solutions to make what they do better.
Luca, you lead Intelligent Devices, but how is Lenovo delivering innovations that go beyond the device? And specifically, how are you leading in smarter spaces?
So, as YY mentioned, the boundaries of traditional workspaces are disappearing. In the past, people experiences centered on an individual device in a precise physical space. Today, we are transcending to immersive experiences that combine physical and virtual, thanks to technology ecosystems. More and more people are working, collaborating, playing simultaneously on different devices and different operating systems. Our devices come together to create smarter spaces across schools, homes, workplaces, really anywhere. We have offerings that maximize the ecosystem experience. Our Lenovo Freestyle app gives users the ability to universally control and collaborate across their Lenovo tablet and their Windows PC. And then there is also our Motorola Edge smartphones, which include Ready for Experiences, that enables users to stream individual Android apps, view notifications, and use the phone's webcam, instant clipboard, and file sharing with their laptop. Soon, we will empower Lenovo PCs, tablets, and Motorola smartphones to harmonize devices like never before.
Across the ecosystem, what are the premium experiences from Lenovo that you're most excited about?
There is a lot of great innovations to unbox. Let's look at some of our latest innovations.
I'm sure our viewers, myself included, would like to know what's next. What emerging tech can we expect in the future?
So, we will continue to see big changes in the way we collaborate. One area we are exploring is cyber rooms. Cyber rooms would provide a physical holographic solution for telepresence, communication, and teamwork. We foresee this is happening without the need for wearing any special glasses. We will also see advancement in virtual personas or digital humans. While virtual humans are not new, their applications in our remote world will be. We are simplifying motion capture and streaming, while working with content partners to enable this technology for industries like services and education.
We heard YY and Dr. Ray highlight some interesting possibilities, particularly in metaverse. What are your views on the metaverse and the opportunities that it brings?
Great question. So, looking ahead, global workforces are likely to remain highly distributed in the office, factory, home, wherever they can get things done. And the metaverse will be the next big thing. The metaverse experience is thinking outside the box, without limits, to heighten collaboration between users, both impersonally and remotely. We are looking forward to working with our industry-leading partners like Qualcomm, Microsoft, Google, among others, to build an open metaverse that's truly accessible, so everyone can benefit from this new era.
Let's jump from metaverse to form factors. Earlier, YY showed us a rollable PC prototype. What more can you tell us about form factor innovations?
We have pioneered transformative form factors for years, like the industry-first 360-degree convertible laptop with our Yoga lineup that you know so well, and later with our foldable ThinkPad and Motorola Razr. And one component technology we have invested is in flexible OLED screens. And here is an example that we are working on. It's a smartphone rollable proof of concept. It doesn't sacrifice screen size when you need it, and it can retract to a size smaller than any other premium smartphone. Let's look at this rollable concept in action. Content can dynamically adjust to the device as it expands and collapses, all in the palm of your hand. This concept brings lots of potential. The possibilities of a rollable laptop are also compelling. It will bring multitasking, browsing, and mobility applications to another level. I believe form factor innovation is a very dynamic space, and you will continue to see Lenovo's innovation here.
Luca, now that we've previewed just what's possible in new tech, let's focus on digital transformation in enterprise. What are some of the ways that Lenovo is helping its enterprise customers with their digital transformation?
Enterprises need solutions that go beyond devices to perform at their best. One example is Formula One. Here we are pushing the limits of what is possible when cutting-edge technology and sport come together. While our work with Formula One begins with devices, we are just getting started. We will support Formula One with technology, services, and solutions to help their operations both on track and off track.
To talk about their partnership with Lenovo and the role of technology at Formula One, here is F1's President and CEO, Stefano Domenicali, along with their Director of Strategic Technical Ventures, Pete Samara, and Managing Director of Motorsports, Ross Braun.
Formula One is the most technologically advanced sport in the world.
This is a hugely challenging sport. From a logistics point of view, from a technical point of view, it's the most data-rich sport in the world.
The support of our partners is a huge factor behind continuing to push and develop in all areas of technological excellence. To that effect, we are delighted to have a technology partner like Lenovo, a company with the shared values and equally bold vision to use technology in a way that shapes the future of our sport and the wider world for the better.
Sustainability is key for all of our projects and our programs that Formula One's doing. It's very important to us, and our stakeholders are all driven by the same thing. to be a more sustainable sport in the future.
Like everything in Formula One, precision and detail are everything. And Lenovo will be at the forefront of providing that experience and innovative technologies to our operations throughout the season and beyond.
Lenovo's devices have truly allowed us to think about spaces rather than workspaces across the globe. Collaboration, efficiency, productivity.
Our fans expect the best from everything we do, and Lenovo is the perfect partner in terms of its premium hardware offerings.
Our objective is to engage the fans more and more with data, with technology.
Lenovo's support in our remote operations of the future will be the ability to have flexible processing availability in different locations.
We are entering a new era of our sport, and we are committed to delivering a high-quality experience for our dedicated followers around the world.
Now, in addition to F1, Luca, I believe Lenovo also have a successful partnership with Microsoft.
That's right, Shivi. Lenovo and Microsoft have enjoyed a great partnership for many, many years. And we have a lot of exciting opportunities ahead.
For more on that, let's hear from Panos Panay, Executive Vice President and Chief Product Officer at Microsoft.
Thanks, Luca and Shivi. It is fantastic to be back here at Tech World a year later and here with you today. And as Microsoft, we're incredibly proud of our partnership with you for so many years. I'm personally inspired by your commitment to innovation. It is amazing. And what you continue to accomplish, including this past year. Lenovo's leadership on security with 100% secure core PC across all capable ThinkPad devices, it's amazing. The launch of ThinkPad X13 this year, which supports our AI vision for PCs, awesome. And the innovation on the new consumer devices, and I love the Yoga Slim 9i and the Yoga 6. Not only are those products great, but it has been amazing to see your growth year over year as a cloud solutions provider. And that growth is just one of many reasons Lenovo has been recognized as Microsoft Device Partner of the Year. Just awesome. Congratulations. Together with Lenovo, we'll continue to deliver unique and seamless experiences across those amazing devices and platforms, from client to cloud compute to AI-powered experiences to the next generation of devices. We are so excited for all the opportunities this partnership continues to build to make the best products for our customers. Thank you so much, Luca and Shivi, for having me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of Tech World.
Thank you to Panos and Microsoft. For our final topic, I'd like to cover Lenovo's sustainability targets. Specifically, what does this mean for Lenovo's devices business? I'm happy to introduce Chris Soy, ESG leader of the Intelligent Devices Group. Chris, what are some of the actions that your team is taking to support sustainability targets?
Great question, Shivi. Across our device portfolio, we are supporting Lenovo's ESG efforts in several ways. Climate change mitigation and circular economy are our key areas of focus. We have a target that 100% of our products will contain recycled content. We're expanding the plastic-free packaging to more of our products. We also have a target that we want to increase the energy efficiency of our notebooks and smartphones by 30%, desktops by 50% by 2030. All of this will help reduce the emissions of Lenovo and our customers. As ESG requirements continue to evolve, we're constantly challenging ourselves by adjusting our existing targets. We have come a long way, but of course, our work here continues.
Chris, thanks. That's very impressive. As we continue to explore environmental issues, I was recently inspired by Lenovo's Work for Humankind project, where a once isolated community became connected to the world. Let's hear more from some of those involved.
Robinson Crusoe Island is part of the Juan Fernandez Archipelago, which is one of the most diverse places on the planet. Island Conservation's mission is to prevent extinctions by removing invasive species from islands. Working with Lenovo through the Work for Humankind initiative, we were able to address some of our biggest challenges.
The first and greatest challenge on the island was internet connection. The local community was working with a really slow connection. We were able to boost the connection from 3 megabits to 300 megabits per second using Starlink antennas and the ThinkEdge SE450 servers. My role also included creating the Lenovo Tech Hub on the island.
There's also a community that is trying to sustainably manage the island and the ecosystem, as well as a really important marine lobster fishery.
¿Qué es lo que queremos recibir del mundo hacia nosotros? Es que el mundo nos escuche y que pueda sentir empatía por querer ayudar a lo que esta comunidad quiere realizar.
The restoration of islands ultimately is a message of hope that conservation is on the edge of a data revolution. Technology is really one of the most powerful ways we're able to see these projects and see remarkable gains in preventing extinctions.
Work for Humankind is a wonderful example of technology's impact, even from the world's most remote locations.
Luca, how else is Lenovo making technology more accessible?
We are designing with the world's diversity in mind. Our Product Diversity Office integrates inclusion and feedback from diverse user segments early on in the product development. By our fiscal year 25-26, 75% of Lenovo's products will be verified by inclusive design experts to ensure they work for everyone, regardless of physical attributes or abilities. Now I would like to introduce Shaoli Ayers, who will share her story about her work with Lenovo and the impact of inclusive design in her daily life.
My name is Shaoli Ayers, and I was born a congenital amputee. Growing up with a disability, everything was a challenge for me because the world is made for people with all of their limbs. When I was young, I always dreamed of becoming a model. I wanted to represent people with disabilities. I first started working with Lenovo as part of their campaign, which highlights ThinkBook products and the ways technology can be used for good. Because of the campaign, I'll soon be working with Lenovo's Product Diversity Office. I'm really looking forward to supporting the research and development and thinking up new ways of creating technology for a greater population. Working with Lenovo as a consultant is a huge deal because I'll be the end user and I'm able to use my perspective to really help change the way these products are developed for other people with limb differences. I'm excited to team with a company that has a commitment to creating a more inclusive future.
Shaoli's story is truly inspiring. Luca, thank you for your time today. Before we move on, I wonder if you have any final thoughts for our audience.
Shivi, in my view, I don't believe the old normal way of work and life will return. Instead, choices must be made about in-person, remote, and virtual experiences and how they shape what we do every day. In closing, allow me to thank all our customers and partners for their trust in choosing Lenovo. We will continue to work hard to serve you at our best. Thank you.
Thank you, Luca. And to our audience, enjoy the rest of the show.
Should opportunities only exist for a few?
Good morning, team.
Good morning.
Or are we smarter than that?
Let's get started.
Thanks so much to Shivi and Luca for that enlightening presentation. All the efforts on behalf of humankind and those benefiting from those efforts are truly inspiring. From how Shaoli Ayers is using tech for good, to how technology can extend boundaries to those in places that were super difficult to reach, like Robinson Crusoe Island. It's all so visionary. Of course, whether breaking barriers or pushing the envelope, innovation doesn't happen in a vacuum or alone. YY has some insights on the subject, so let's hear what he has to say.
Innovation is often a collaborative effort, especially on the journey from computer to computing. Partners who put the power of edge cloud, network, and intelligence together to help solve humanity's biggest challenges are very important. One of them is AMD. Today, I'm honored to have Lisa Su, CEO of AMD, to join me at Tech World. So Lisa, could you please comment on our joint innovation together for the future?
Thank you, YY. When I think about the theme of this year's Lenovo Tech World, smarter technology empowering a changing world, our partnership is such a powerful example of innovation in action. I am incredibly proud of how Lenovo and AMD together are building products that transform how we live, learn, and work, solving real customer problems. The need for high-performance computing continues to grow, driven by digital transformation and the explosion of data across every industry. Our partnership extends from end-user devices through the data center, and we drive innovation together across that entire spectrum. The AMD and Lenovo engineering teams have worked in close collaboration to deliver devices like the ThinkPad Z, your award-winning new premium ThinkPads, exclusively powered by AMD Ryzen Pro processors, and the ThinkStation P620, the #1 selling workstation in its class, powered by our unmatched Threadripper Pro workstation CPUs. Together, we also deliver powerful, energy-efficient performance and advanced security across a broad range of solutions, including the most demanding data center workloads in the enterprise with Lenovo ThinkSystem servers and ThinkAgile SDI platforms to be powered by our upcoming Genoa EPYC processors. I really look forward to our continued innovation together, helping customers build more capable, sustainable data centers, harness the power of AI, extract every ounce of performance from their systems, all while delivering the best end-user experience. Thank you again for the strong partnership, YY, and for having me join you here at Lenovo Tech World.
Thank you, Lisa. Together, let's drive innovation forward to deliver smarter technology to all in our rapidly changing world.
Thanks, YY, and thanks to Lisa as well. We've just seen technology can be not only smart, but also a force for good. And that really is the future Lenovo is building. So where is technology headed? I think this next video will give us a really good clue. Take a look. To hear more of the computer to computing story, we're headed to Barcelona, where Katie Lidendahl, one of the world's most in-demand technology experts worldwide, is our host for the next segment of Lenovo Tech World 2022. Katie, the virtual floor is yours.
Hello and welcome back to our next segment, From Computer to Computing Everywhere. And joining me here in the Barcelona Supercomputing Center is Kirk Skaugen, EVP of Lenovo, and also President of Infrastructure Solutions Group. Kirk, so good to be joining you once again, one of my favorites.
Well, it's great to see you again, and I am super excited to be here. I mean, just look around this incredible facility. It's a deconsecrated chapel built in the 1940s. It was then converted and recently voted as the world's most beautiful data center. But as you can see, it's not just beautiful, it's brains with tons of computing power. It's a Lenovo-based supercomputer capable of about 11 1,000 trillion operations per second.
We've got lots to talk about. Big data. Would love to get your perspective on big data, where we're going with it, and where we're at.
Today, we're in a world where data creation is expected to double by 2025. So that means just in the next 3 years, we'll create more data than in the history of the world. And we're only analyzing computing on big computers like this, only about 2% of that data. So data is moving from people to people, starting with things like PCs, tablets, and smartphones, to people to machine, things like kiosks and self-checkout terminals, and now increasingly machine to machine, things like big wind turbines, industrial robots, which are continuously synchronizing and adapting to each other. So this is fueling the demand for computing everywhere. And we see these new trends around big data in countless edge locations like smart retail, manufacturing, healthcare, and smarter cities like here in Barcelona. So at each location, data is being created, processed, and immediately mined using AI for the insight it can provide us. We're seeing a greater need for hybrid multi-cloud environments. Businesses want to customize their cloud solutions to achieve the best possible balance between their business needs and budget, agility, efficiency, simplicity, and control, and all with this unprecedented need for security. So Lenovo's developed some deep expertise in cloud computing solutions and services by working with thousands of global customers, from the very largest public cloud service providers, where right now Lenovo's running 8 out of 10 on our servers and storage, to enterprises and small business customers of all sizes. So what we've learned, particularly for those enterprise customers building the on-prem and hybrid cloud solutions, is they need a simple, cloud-like experience when they can deploy and run their cloud infrastructure solutions. So for this reason, we introduced a few years ago Lenovo's TrueScale as a Service, which is now one of our fastest growing businesses. TrueScale solutions support cloud-like scalability, simplified IT management, and predictable payment options where you pay only for what you use. We recently announced a new infrastructure solutions V3 portfolio with advanced Think System, Think Agile, and Think Edge servers and storage. So this announcement included what we call the new Lenovo xClarity One, which is a cloud-based unified software management platform that provides an industry-first integration of TrueScale infrastructure as a service, management as a service, and smarter support analytics to simplify orchestration, automation, and metering from edge to cloud.
It's interesting because it shows that it's not just about IT solutions, but it's also about delivering great customer experience with also flexibility at the same time. And now just to segue a little bit, off camera, you noted something else that's very important to you is sustainable computing, correct?
Yeah, Lenovo's focused on making the world more sustainable through new innovations supporting our customers' efforts in reducing their environmental footprint. This has become mission critical to many of our customers, and our sustainability thinking begins in the earliest stages of product design, from energy-saving technology components like our Neptune warm water liquid cooling and our energy control software, to CO2 offset credits, repurposing marine plastic waste into our fully recycled packaging, and safely disposing and recycling end-of-life products through our Lenovo Asset Recovery services. So one example of sustainable computing can be seen right here at the Barcelona Supercomputer Center. Supercomputers can consume a lot of power. And today, there's a BSC team dedicated to finding more powerful, flexible, and robust systems for cost and energy working with Lenovo. Truly amazing work towards building a sustainable computing model. So whether it's transforming old world cities into the smartest in the world, like here in Barcelona, addressing climate change, or fighting global pandemics, Lenovo is aggressively enabling new innovations to build a more sustainable future.
Now let's just jump in and see some real-world examples about what's been discussed thus far. And I think we can both agree that one area that hits home for everyone is healthcare. And on that note, earlier this year, BSC and Lenovo announced a partnership to advance precision medicine with supercomputing technology. And on the heels of that, joining us now is Mateo Valero, director at Barcelona Supercomputer Center and one of the most recognized names in supercomputing. Mateo, welcome in. So tell us about this partnership and how it's going to accelerate research when it comes to precision medicine.
So first of all, I would like to thank CARE to be here with us again. So listen, we have been collaborating with Lenovo during the last 6 years, and we are continuing to collaborate the next 6 years at least. we did many big improvements, for example, for the energy saving of this machine. The energy is the most important thing, okay? So these supercomputers are the unique tool we had many times to build what we call digital twins. And we need data and computation, and there are many digital twins. One of them is, for example, for the Earth, the simulation of the whole Earth, or the smart cities, or a plane, or whatever. The big challenge that probably we have in the world now is to build the human digital twin, a virtual representation of any individual body in order to allow to detect previously diseases, any drug, whatever, okay? And for this reason, again, we need to deal with huge amount of data just to check the influence of our genes, our DNA, in the prevention of the cancer needs a lot of resources. And we did that with Lenovo in the past using software, just software, using accelerator. Now is a next step, is developing hardware specific for doing this, operation. That will increase our speed, that will reduce the time, that will allow one more piece to go in the direction of building the digital human twins. So it's a pleasure to have the partnership with Lenovo in this journey, in this adventure. Thank you, Kerr, for allowing us to do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kirk, I know you're very excited about this and have a great personal and also professional relationship with Matteo. For you, what is the ultimate goal with this partnership?
Well, Lenovo, we talk about most trusted partnerships, and I think our relationship here with Barcelona Supercomputing is exactly that. Matteo and I have known each other over a decade, both at my previous company as well as here at Lenovo. And that trust is really helping us not just deliver world-class hardware, but also application optimization, energy efficiency, and helping Europe build an open architecture for the future.
Matteo, thank you for taking the time. We appreciate it. I know our audience tuned in is enjoying hearing from you directly and excited about this partnership and what's to come.
Thank you. Enjoying the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, Kirk, let's jump in and talk about the future.
Well, Katie, I'm really excited about the edge and AI. Just imagine a city where traffic patterns are managed real time, public safety is truly top of mind, and shopping happens through professional shoppers using augmented reality. That's just some of the power next generation smart cities are driving, fueled by edge and 5G technologies. The race is already on to bring 5G public and private networks to cities across the globe. And here in Barcelona, it's one of the first European cities to really focus on improving the lives of their citizens through edge computing, smart city technologies.
Lenovo is transforming Barcelona into a smart city.
The smart city is really improving the life of the inhabitant. We're using technology to make an environment that is safer and deliver a lot more information when we need it, where we need it. Lenovo and Intel collaborated very closely in designing some of the smallest ruggedized servers that are able to operate in the summer as well as in the cold night in the winter.
Normally, when we use our devices, the data travels to a server somewhere far away.
The greater the distance, the greater latency. That really hinders the user experience.
Edge servers allow data processing to happen close by, giving us low latency.
These edge servers are going to be distributed on the streets of Barcelona in thousands of locations. We're able to distribute the network capacity, which is adding more capacity when there's more users.
Lenovo is innovating smarter technology for all.
Lenovo is helping Barcelona implement citywide edge computers that can be managed as a single platform, remotely deployed, managed, and maintained. And using the Lenovo ThinkEdge family of servers and gateways to bring that platform together, along with Lenovo's new automation software, the system can be managed remotely via the cloud. These ThinkEdge solutions also combine the advantages of public cloud, including the speed, scalability, and flexibility of service, with those of private clouds, such as enhanced data protection and security, to take full advantage of 5G technology.
Well, Kirk, I know you love the city of Barcelona, and we had a chance to be out in the market yesterday, which was a pretty awesome experience, but also awesome because a very iconic city and a way that they're using modern technology with a little bit of a twist. And we're going to show you a little behind the scenes of what we experienced yesterday. Have a look.
La Boqueria is a traditional market where we're using edge computing and 5G to support a truly immersive experience.
I have to say the AR glasses, they were incredible. And I thought it was really unique how a personal shopper could use the glasses and then share this different perspective of the products and information remotely with the buyer, who could then make selections using their connected device.
In Barcelona, we were lucky enough to have the city unlock one of these street cabinets, and there's about 3,000 of these across the city of Barcelona, enabling this smart city. Each one of these could house the Lenovo SE350 or SE450 ThinkEdge server with GPUs on board, supporting different use cases around the city, from smarter tourism to city safety, transportation, and retail. In addition to the market that we just came from, this Edge server supports a pilot showcasing the value of video analytics to improve traffic flow and the city's reaction time in case of an accident.
I want to jump back for a second to augmented reality, because I've been so excited about AR since the infancy. And I think it's just incredible how many different ways we can explore the ways that we can use augmented reality, from how we saw with personal shopping on the go to one of my favorite sectors is job training. And I recently saw, as a very specific lived experience example, a new nursing program utilizing training in augmented reality. And I just thought this was fascinating. And I don't know about you, I just think AR is very exciting, and we're just getting started.
Yeah, you're right. The use of augmented reality is growing every day, and it is becoming more and more mainstream across a variety of industries. And we're participating with our Think Reality glasses and the back-end edge infrastructure associated with it.
Looking forward to staying tuned on that front, that's for sure. So Kirk, let's jump into another topic that is having big impact and you can't get away from if you're in the technology world or anywhere in the world, which is AI. Would love to hear your insights.
Yeah, you're so right, Katie. It's not only making our lives easier, it's transforming industries around the world. Kroger, a major supermarket chain, working with Lenovo, using visual AI technology to build their self-checkout of tomorrow, simplifying and improving their customers' experience. There are so many amazing AI software applications, but most customers want a fully integrated solution that's fully tested, optimized, and ready to deploy. And that inspired us to announce the Lenovo AI Innovators Program. It now includes over 30 different software partners and provides access to Lenovo's AI expertise and AI-ready infrastructure solutions. So the result, we're providing customers with proven, ready-to-deploy infrastructure solutions that are designed and optimized for their unique industry or job role.
And Kirk, in addition to the AI Innovators Program you just mentioned, I think you mentioned another new partnership announcement as well, correct?
Yes, through our strategic partnership with VMware, I'm thrilled to announce a new set of global joint edge and cloud innovation labs to deliver co-engineered, differentiated edge, AI, and multi-cloud solutions. These labs will deliver more deeply optimized Lenovo VMware solutions in two key areas. The first is around edge computing and associated AI with Lenovo's ThinkEdge servers and VMware's edge compute software. And the second is around cloud computing with Lenovo's ThinkAgile hyperconverged infrastructure solutions and VMware's Cloud Foundation and VMware cross-cloud services. And these solutions will be available as a service with Lenovo TrueScale to ensure seamless scalability, simplified management, and predictable payment options where you pay for only what you use. So Katie, I'm excited to share this clip from my friend Raghu Raghuram, VMware's CEO, to speak more about today's joint announcement.
Excellent, let's have a look.
Thank you, Kirk. VMware and Lenovo have enjoyed a particularly strong partnership over the years. I'm delighted to be here today to announce the launch of our joint innovation labs. At VMware, we help our customers take a cloud-smart approach to their digital transformation, because we know there is no digital transformation without multi-cloud. So we are working together with Lenovo to tightly integrate VMware Cloud and our cross-cloud services with the Lenovo TrueScale. And we will deliver differentiated edge-native solutions with VMware Edge Compute Stack and Lenovo ThinkEdge servers and devices. This is an important step to help our joint customers better manage the increasingly complex and challenging IT landscape. Thank you, Kirk, for giving me the opportunity to help announce this exciting news.
Well, huge congratulations on the announcement. And I have to say, I think you can probably agree, we discussed a lot today, And I certainly enjoyed learning a lot more about how Lenovo's smarter technology empowers innovators to solve complex business problems in this changing world.
Well, it's been a great conversation, and I'm super happy you joined me here in beautiful Barcelona. So from the edge to the cloud, the proliferation of data is fueling the demand for computing everywhere, and all moving to deliver real-time insights from AI. You've heard today from both our customers and partners that Lenovo's pushing the boundaries on innovation, solutions, and sustainability.
All right, Kirk, I also heard that you're celebrating a very exciting 30th anniversary this year.
That's right. Here at Lenovo, we have two celebrations. We're celebrating the 30th anniversary of ThinkPad and the ThinkPad brand, one of the most iconic laptops in the world, but also the 30th anniversary of us being in the x86 server business. So in 1992, the first x86 server that now has gone through and become the ThinkSystem brand launch. So it's an exciting year, our 30th anniversary of both. Our mission in this changing world remains the same: to be your most trusted partner, to empower your intelligent transformation, and to help you in solving humanity's greatest challenges. Thank you for the trust you place in Lenovo each and every day, and enjoy the rest of Tech World 2022.
Thank you, Kirk, and thank you all for tuning in. And as Kirk just noted, enjoy the rest of Tech World 2022.
All right, that's a wrap on Barcelona.
We had an amazing time. Amazing time.
I mean, what's better than eating olives in a market and visiting a street cabinet? I mean, what more would you want to do in Barcelona?
Hey, we were geeking out hardcore over those street cabinets, but I'd like to give you some more olives because I was enjoying making you taste test everything and being like, no, more for him, more for him.
Don't tell anyone I don't like olives.
You don't? Seriously? You ate like 100.
I know. But we'll be back for the next supercomputer. It'll be installed right next door here at Barcelona Supercomputer, and we'll be able to do it again.
Exciting.
So we've heard about Lenovo's innovative devices, powerful infrastructure, and vision for services and solutions. What happens when you bring it all together? Sometimes you can make a little magic. Lights, camera, action.
The most important thing we can do is give our artists and filmmakers the latest and greatest technology. That's where Lenovo has been such a tremendous partner. Lenovo's servers and their workstations are some of the best technology on the planet, and our artists have access to them every single day.
Technology has come so far, it allows me to do more iterations, and that's how we make the best story come to life.
That's what we're always here to do at DreamWorks Animation, bring families together and bring them joy.
I can't wait to go see that. And knowing a bit about all the behind-the-scenes work that goes into it will make it even more amazing. So we've covered a lot of ground today, visited a number of places around the globe, talked with experts in innovation and transformation, and I hope provided you with a lot to think about.
Do we have to wait years for a cure?
Hey, Mommy, can we go make some pancakes?
Yeah, let's go. Or are we smarter than that?
I want pancakes. I want them.
Edge computing is already in use all around us, enabling new innovations designed to make tomorrow and our changing world better for everyone. And it's making history. Speaking of history, IBM and Lenovo have long intertwined histories, and over the years, the relationship between these two leading tech companies has only been strengthened. Here's YY once again, who has a few thoughts he would like to share with all of us about IBM.
Even as we look ahead at the future today, at the tech world, it's also important to honor our history of innovation and reflect on our journey to this point. 30 years ago, ThinkPad, a truly legendary PC brand, and the ThinkSystem, one of the most trusted names in the server industry, were both introduced to the world. Lenovo has been the proud steward of these brands since they become part of our family. In that spirit, I'm proud to introduce Arvind Krishna, the CEO of IBM, to join us in celebrating our shared history and even more importantly, our future opportunities together.
Hello everyone. It's a real pleasure
to talk to all of you at Lenovo Tech World. IBM and Lenovo share a long history of innovation and partnership. As YY said, this year marks the 30th anniversary of the ThinkPad, as well as of the IBM x86 server and the Think system. As many of you will know, the ThinkPad 700 in 1992 was the industry's first laptop with a thin film transistor display. Well, to translate, small, easy, portable, light. And it has since become one of the most beloved and amongst the most renowned family of laptops. YY, I'd really like to thank you for the special 30th anniversary laptop. I will treasure this thoughtful gift. Lenovo has been a great steward of the ThinkPad brand and has continued and built upon the legacy of innovation. Today, our two companies continue to partner on our long-standing commitment to deliver smarter technologies that change the way the world works. We live in a technological golden age, with technologies such as hybrid cloud, artificial intelligence or AI, automation, and soon quantum computing serving as a fundamental source of competitive advantage for organizations everywhere. I couldn't be more excited about IBM and Lenovo continuing to work side by side to pursue new opportunities together. And I look forward to working with you to strengthen our partnership even further. Thank you again for inviting me, and I hope you all enjoy this event.
Thank you, Arvind. Let's build on our strong partnership and do more together in the future. I'm glad you like your 30th anniversary ThinkPad. I know that there are ThinkPad fans around the world who are also eager to get one too. Now, Eva, back to you to continue our Tech World show.
Thanks, YY and Arvind. And that 30th anniversary ThinkPad really is awesome and smart. And speaking of smart, like smart utilities, smarter cities, smarter healthcare, sustainable computing. If there's an underlying theme running through Lenovo Tech World 2022, it's that combination of smart and sustainable. It's transformational, and it's paving the way to the future. And what are people looking for in that future? Solutions. People know Lenovo as one of the biggest powerhouses in tech devices, but not everyone knows Lenovo as the solutions pioneer they have become. Fortunately, Ken Wong knows all about solutions. In fact, solutions is in his title as president of Lenovo's Solutions and Services Group. And he's joining us from Hong Kong today with Napoleon Biggs, which is where we're headed next. Napoleon, take it away.
Thank you, Eva. I've watched technology improve the world over the last 20 years. The speed of change never ceases to amaze me, but I'm frankly stunned at how fast it is moving. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Ken Wong, who is the president of Lenovo's Solutions and Services Group. And I'm keen to find out how organizations are using technology to transform their businesses, from addressing flexible workforces to moving services to the cloud, and finding ways to incorporate the metaverse and Web3 into their operations and offerings. Hello, Ken. Great to meet you in person at Lenovo's flagship conference, Tech World 2022. It's been a while since we've attended events in person, so I'm frankly a little bit nervous and excited.
Hi, Napoleon. Great to be here, and welcome to our Hong Kong Science and Technology Park office.
Being a geek at heart, I love to discover what's happening at Hong Kong Science and Technology Park, especially with a global player like Lenovo. I'm looking forward to learning more about what's going on as technology touches many parts of our lives. We have plenty to cover today, from how service-led transformations are improving the way we work and travel, to how we create and collaborate. Let's start with a topic dear to my heart, the work from home or WFH phenomenon. Ken, the workplace is no longer confined to a time or a place. It's common to hear how employees can choose which days they want to be in the office. Some companies even allow their employees to work remotely from anywhere around the world. Tell us, what do you think that means for your customers?
So our customers, the CIOs and IT decision makers, know that flexible work is inevitable. Now, the pandemic simply brought digitization forward, compressing a decade's changes in the short 2 years. So last year, we talked to more than 500 CIOs around the world, and the majority said their roles have been expanded beyond the traditional. Now, 2 in 5 are now directly involved in shaping their organization's HR and talent strategy, and half of them on DE&I. So we are very aware that what our customers are looking for is not just a faster PC, a more secure networks, or uninterrupted video conference calls. Now, don't get me wrong, these are all very important. But we also need to look at the overall employee experience, a focus on individual needs and outcomes. So we spend the majority of our waking moments at work, on weekdays anyway. Now, as Luca mentioned earlier, whether our customers choose in-person, remote, or a hybrid workplace approach, they are all benefiting from new ecosystems of devices and solutions to make what they do better.
It's so true how the last 3 years have taught companies to further trust their employees, giving them the license to work from anywhere. We've conducted some street-side interviews in Barcelona, Chicago, Milan, Singapore, to hear what people think about how they work in a more flexible workplace. Let's take a look.
I think a good balance between working at home and working from the office is the best.
Yeah, I think it works out really well for some people. It's not for everyone.
Work from home for me is so stressful. I don't like it.
Ibrida, ovvero lavoro metà settimana da casa e metà settimana in ufficio, e secondo me è la soluzione migliore perché comunque è più flessibile.
A flexible working from home life looks like being able to work whatever hours I want and getting the job done.
You just can't, work 100% of your time out of your team, out of your people, out of your clients or suppliers. You need to meet them. So it's a good thing, but you need to balance.
The ability to have meetings anywhere remotely that I want to.
Sometimes I have to attend meetings in the mornings or in the late evenings, so I prefer to work in flexible hours.
Everything is a lot faster too than it used to be.
Me permitió mudarme afuera de la ciudad, un ambiente agrícola. Tengo buena conexión de internet.
You could do a lot more with your time and be more efficient also.
It's only getting better. It's only going to be easier. We're going to be able to connect easier in the future. I'm excited to see what happens, yeah.
How right are they? What a difference it can make when you give people the choice and responsibility to work from an office, home, or remotely.
Certainly. Now, people's expectation of work is changing. The pandemic has made people question the kind of work environment they can thrive in. Now, there's no fixed way of working. Some companies need people to be physically at work. Think manufacturing and hospitality businesses, for example. Now, some organizations embrace a fully remote way of working. Now, that depends too on the company's culture and organization structure. It is really complex. But as you can see from the videos, people want clarity and flexibility. And whatever the requirement, Lenovo's digital workplace solutions has the end-to-end solution to provide the optimal employee experience and realize the many different desired outcomes. So there are many factors that contribute to making an organization a great place to work. Corporate culture is one. Now, the race for talent is heating up. Employees want flexibility when it comes to balancing work and personal lives. So it is inevitable that job hunters are looking at how employees within an organization are working. Technology-wise, simple, seamless, and scalable digital workplace solutions are critical to providing great employee experiences. We provide end-to-end solutions that lay the foundation, so our clients can concentrate on doing what they do best, whether it is manufacturing goods or providing services.
The founder of Patagonia Activewear has just transferred his $3 billion company to planet Earth. Along with all the recent extreme changes in climate, there is a clear role for companies to use technology to future-proof the planet. Let's find out how Lenovo is supporting companies to be truly sustainable.
Today, issues of environmental sustainability are immediate and global.
As corporate citizens, it's our responsibility to make actionable strides for a more sustainable future for all of us, including our planet. Who you buy from and what you buy matters. In the world of IT, it's already possible to buy more sustainably, maintain and use devices longer, and recover and reuse resources that are traditionally lost to a linear economy. As a global technology powerhouse and the world's largest PC company, Lenovo has a duty to create an industry blueprint that helps us build a brighter future. Whether your business is just starting out or looking for innovative approaches to get to the next phase, our portfolio of sustainability services is designed to meet you where you are and find ways to reach your environmental goals faster. From supporting circular economy efforts all the way to offsetting carbon emission, Lenovo wants to be a global industry-wide partner in addressing a global industry-wide issue.
As a technologist, I study trends that will have a transformative impact on our lives. We heard YY and Dr. Rui highlighting some possibilities, innovations that make cities smarter, things that improve our quality of life. The terms Internet of Things and Smart City have been bounced around for over 10 years now. Given the proliferation of always-on connectivity and seamless broadband access, tell us how you see them being practically implemented in cities across the world.
Now, according to the United Nations, more than half of the global population lives in cities, and that number is set to rise to 68% in 2050. Now, cities worldwide are undergoing a digital transformation, a trend widely known as smart cities. And this is changing how we interact with the world around us. Now, one area that is key to the development of smart cities is mobility. Now, with more people concentrating in urban areas, we need to find a better, safer, and more efficient way to move people around. One of the challenges for many growing cities is how to modernize and constantly upgrade large infrastructure. Now, Singapore is one of the best-run smart cities in the world and is at the forefront of urban innovation. Its digital transformation is like a fast-moving train. And the head of train operation for SMRT Corporation in Singapore, Alvin Cat, will share with us more.
The Track Access Management System, or TAMS in short, allows this complex and intensive process to be conducted efficiently and safely. TAMS is a digital solution designed to digitize and automate track access planning and allocation for the regular maintenance and engineering work for rail operators. It is an end-to-end digital system with real-time updates of track access status and track access progress, providing end-to-end visibility. This is a game-changing capability that allows SMRT trains to better utilize the engineering hours. There were three key pain points we faced where TAMS has effectively addressed. First, the manual and laborious process for track access management. With TAMS, the process now is very much streamlined and integrated from end to end. Second is the many-step manual check and balance process, which is prone to human error. TAMS, with its AI safety interlocking, has enhanced this process safety. And thirdly, the lack of real-time visibility of track access activities from planning to execution. TAMS has allowed real-time visibility, which in turn allowed better optimization of the maintenance window. City metros are fundamental parts of the city's infrastructure, facilitating economic growth, renewal, and even the development of new communities. The way people are using transport is also changing as a result of changing demographics, global urbanization, and the growth of digital lifestyle. In Singapore, passenger use of public transport is expected to increase significantly to 75% by 2030. SMRT trains as the dominant metro operator in Singapore, recognizes that we play a pivotal role in supporting Singapore's continual growth and development as a smart city. SMRT Trains has conceptualized a digital transformation strategy that will be implemented in 2 phases. First, to be a digital transformer by 2025, and thereafter to be a digital innovator by 2030. This strategy, known as Project iTrains, aims to position SMRT Trains at the forefront of digital capabilities within the railway industry and to deliver an enhanced, safe and reliable commuting experience.
This year, the term metaverse has dominated the headlines, but the focus has been more on the consumer experience. Lenovo has introduced the concept of industrial metaverse, a clever way for companies to use digital twins to optimize their operations, especially in logistics and manufacturing. Please share with us how Lenovo is compiling all of the latest Web3 technologies to help customers tackle inflation and the increasing costs of production.
That's right, Napoleon. So the next customer we visited is among of the most innovative special steel manufacturer in the world, Qingdao Special Steel. It's a company within CITIC Pacific Steel, one of the largest companies in China. Now the customer has been looking for ways to improve the manufacturing process. And Lenovo, partnering closely with Qingdao Special Steel, has been able to tailor our end-to-end industrial metaverse solutions and digital twins technology in particular to help our customer increase per capita efficiency and synergy efficiency by 15% while reducing downtime by 15%. Now, they were also able to automate the production line, resulting in Qingdao Special Steel having the lowest labor cost in the high-speed steel production in China.
That's very interesting. Let's go to Qingdao and hear from our clients.
我们青岛特钢的企业愿景是创造全球最具竞争力的特钢企业集团。青岛特钢也一直致力于提升智能化和数字化水平，用更加智能化的技术手段提升生产效率和降低企业成本，是我们的重要课题。以轧钢线材产线为例，需要对异常工况进行观察和处置。传统方式是通过人工巡视，但是面临一些挑战。一方面，钢坯处于高速运动状态，人工观察和处置的效率满足不了智能化时代的需要，而且有些点位没有办法通过人工来识别异常工况。另一方面，工人巡视需要保持精神集中，如果漏报、误报或者处置不及时，将会影响生产进度。我们的线材产线部署了联想上海研究院智慧眼系统。这套系统在关键点位架设摄像机，代替工人实现24小时生产监控，依靠智能算法对设备、环境以及工艺过程是否发生异常情况进行识别预警，通过边缘计算对算法进行快速处理。一旦发现异常，算法就能及时上报给管理系统，大大提高了异常发现的准确率和及时性。也减少了我们的现场人工成本，成为数字化工厂不可或缺的数据资产。智慧眼系统对于我们打造数字孪生智慧工厂发挥了重要作用。我们计划把智慧眼系统逐步应用到更多产线，还准备与联想开展更加全面的交流合作，帮助我们不断升级特钢智慧工厂。
Who would have thought that the industrial metaverse could have such good ROI? I'm intrigued by the concept of digital twins.
Now, as you can see and hear from our clients, the digital twin solutions we provided were able to fulfill their transformation outcomes. Now, what is more, our industrial metaverse solution and knowledge are replicable across all verticals. And they are all 100% done by using Lenovo's own research and intellectual properties.
That is impressive. As I've learned from working on many digital transformation projects over the last 20 years, there are always more moving pieces and stakeholders to a successful implementation. Ken, what would you say is the best way to proceed with such a complex and grand endeavor?
There are two critical steps to successfully implement intelligence transformation. Now, the first one was touched upon by YY, in that we need to make sure that we utilize the entire value chain of new IT, using network to connect device or client to edge and to the cloud, leveraging artificial intelligence. And the transformation will be as relevant and impactful as the data we use. The customers who spoke just now encapsulates how best to transform our organizations to better serve our employees, fellow citizens, and consumers or end users. Finally, it takes the whole ecosystem to make transformation works for everyone. This is why Lenovo has been relentless in our collaboration with our clients, partners, and other industry players.
Thank you for sharing with us today, Ken. It's been very eye-opening. Enjoy the rest of Tech World 2022. From Hong Kong, I'm Napoleon Biggs.
Should compassion have borders?
Okay, scary out there.
Or are we smarter than that?
Okay. If you feel anything hurting, no? You're good? Okay.
Thanks so much, Napoleon. Oh, and a special shout out to the people we interviewed on the streets of Barcelona, Chicago, Milan, and Singapore. And as we've just seen, that metaverse is affecting everything, from how we work to how we move to how we make things. Today, companies realize that their obligations go beyond the products and services they're providing to doing everything they can to help solve the world's challenges, especially on the environmental, social, and governance fronts. To discuss the impact and obligations companies have to the world at large, we have with us a global climate change champion and thought leader, Sophie Lambon. Sophie is with Laura Catella, who oversees several of Lenovo's corporate, environmental, social, and governance initiatives. And they're in New York, which is where we're going next. Thanks for being here, Sophie and Laura.
Hi, I'm Sophie Lambin, founder and CEO of Cat Insights, and more recently of the Climate School. And I'm also the curator of the New York Times Climate Forward Conversations. I am delighted to have here with me today Laura Catella, Lenovo Chief Legal Officer, and Marcos Neto, Finance Director for the United Nations Development Programme. Today, we are going to focus on innovation and how it is the key to a smart future. In fact, we can't deliver a net zero world without it. But we also understand that conversations about climate change can sometimes become overwhelming because of the emotion it triggers, but also because of the technical language it uses. Scope 1, Scope 2, 3 emissions, carbon offsets, net zero commitments, what are these? They can sometimes leave us with more questions than answers. So today we'll start to answer some of those questions, beginning with the meaning of net zero emissions. A net zero commitment means that a company will cut the emission by 90% or more, not offset, but cut and neutralize any residual emissions. Net zero is also significant because it is an emission reduction approach that has been standardized by the Science Based Targets initiative, or SBTi in short. Marcos, in your role, you're crossing between sustainability and financial management. How do you typically define net zero to your stakeholders?
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you, Laura. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. It's actually a mathematical equation, if you want, right? At the end of the day, everything we put out as greenhouse gas emissions, whether everything we take it out through reforestation, carbon sinks, nature-based solutions, and eventually technology that can capture greenhouse gases needs to equal to zero. So we are no longer adding anything to the atmosphere that contributes to climate change. Now, more important than that definition is the integrity of the targets that a government or a company or stakeholders take. It is essential that they are credible, that they are scientifically based, and they are going to be achieved right? We cannot get to 2050, which many are making those targets of 2050, and then at that time find out if we got it or not. So it is essential that both governments and companies set up a roadmap to those targets. Perhaps the last point I would make it is that we have to make this process of net zero what we call a just transition. In other words, this has to be done in a way that brings along all parts of society, especially the most vulnerable parts of society in the poorest countries in the world, right? They have contributed the least to this problem. They cannot be left behind it as we advance on this net zero. So we call it in the UN the need to do a just transition, not just a transition, but a just one that brings everybody together in that aspect.
Thank you, Marcos. So you made it very clear that there is the commitment, there's also the roadmap to get to that commitment. Now that we understand net zero a bit more clearly, Marcos, can you share some of the tools that the UN is deploying to help organizations on their net zero journeys?
So we at UNDP have worked directly to 102 governments to put an ambitious national determined contributions forward in Glasgow last year. Now, this is great. This is a policy statement. The key happens now. How do we support governments? How do we actually bring governments and private sector together to implement those plans that we have in there? Now, let's remember one thing. The problem of achieving as big the number are to achieving the Paris Agreement, it's in the trillions of dollars. The problem is not lack of money. There has never been so much money in the world. The balance sheets of companies are very, very large, right? The problem is a misalignment, both of public and private finance. And we have to work towards creating the incentives and disincentives, right? So money flows to the issues that we're talking about, flows to the innovations, the startups that will create the technologies, but also flows to what is already in place that allows, right, for this transition to net zero to become a reality in that aspect.
Thank you, Marcos. And talking of journey is very appropriate, Laura, because Lenovo is clearly on its own journey to net zero with the Science Based Target Initiative. Can you tell us how that is going?
We're focused on two major values in our journey towards net zero. The first is credibility, and the second is collaboration. Right now, we're tackling our near-term 2030 emissions targets. This is part of the plan to get to 2050. And those midterm targets have been validated by the Science Based Targets Initiative.
So can you give us a bit more details on that 2030 goals, which Marco explained how critical it is?
Sure. So the goals are set to help limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. To meet them, Lenovo needs to cut our direct emissions by half. And these are the Scope 1 and Scope 2 emissions targets that you spoke about earlier. And we need to decrease the emissions in key areas of our value chain by 25%. Our near-term goals are the first step in our longer journey towards net zero. So we've also submitted these targets, as I said, and they've been validated by SBTi. In addition, though, we've submitted our 2050 goals, and we're waiting for their feedback and validation that those goals align to the net zero standard.
Okay, so it's great to hear about the alignment to the net zero standards and understand that Science-Based Targets Initiative's methodology is available for all industries' alignment. Why do you think it's important for Lenovo to be working towards net zero?
So we recognize that sustainable innovations are really the key to cutting emissions. As a global tech leader and the world's largest PC company, we feel we have a duty to leverage our scale to make a positive impact on this whole process. So for example, Sophie, in 2017, we innovated to create low temperature soldering, which is a process in PC manufacturing that currently consumes a good bit of energy. So in fact, at Lenovo, the innovation that we've created has saved over 10,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide emissions since we started using it. The following year, following the development of this process, we made the patented technology available to anyone who wanted to incorporate it into their manufacturing processes.
So how do you get companies to change their practices and adopt their innovative technologies?
Well, that's the fundamental aspect of leadership, right, that Lenovo is attempting to demonstrate. We're very excited about the innovation that's taking place in this space, and we hope, along with us, that others will adopt what becomes available. This is another part of the journey that we're unclear about at this point, or uncertain, or can't predict. Lots of technology will be developed. Much of it will be very helpful to supporting the goals that we've been discussing, but we can't anticipate what those are. So as another example, we're excited that our partner at Formula One is increasing the use of sustainability fuels in racing. And I'm happy to say that Lenovo is also adopting the use of more sustainable biofuels in our logistics chain with partners like DB Schenker and Maersk.
So you're not only innovating in your own technology, but also innovating on how you do business, like your global logistics, for example. How are you managing to increase sustainability in your sites and manufacturing? Can you give me some examples?
Sure. Lenovo is partnering to define new standards in manufacturing and sustainable manufacturing, and we're doing that primarily in our factory in Tianjin, China. We've also invested in sustainable infrastructure around the manufacturing facilities and sites in the US and China and in Hungary, our newest location. We know with the right technology, like Lenovo's Neptune water cooling technology, that we can achieve energy efficiency and improve business performance at the same time.
This is quite an impressive level of collaboration, and I think that climate change really calls for radical collaborations. So, Marcos, standards have clearly a very strong part to play in being able to measure emissions and work towards commitment. It may be tougher to ask to align and centralize against standards. Can you share some of the benefit that you believe companies can look forward to when they collaborate towards a shared goal?
Thank you. I think the most important aspect is if a company like Lenovo, any large company, a set of standards are essential. Otherwise, they're going to have to deal with 200 different rules and regulations in each place that they operated. So it is important to have standards. It's also important to have standards so you guarantee the credibility of your commitments to the consumer base, to society as a whole. There's a lot of skepticism, as we've seen this summer, towards environmental, social, governance aspects that companies are doing in that element. We at UNDP, we actually set up our own set of standards called the SDG, Sustainable Development Goals Impact Standards. Right, and I'm very grateful that Lenovo is in the journey to get Lenovo to adopt those standards. Those are standards of practice. They're standards that will help Lenovo integrate sustainability in their business, from the governance all the way up to the disclosure. There's a lot of movement going on disclosure standards. The European Union and other places are setting up disclosure standards, which are essential for transparency, but disclosures is the end of the journey. It's the reporting side. You need to change your behavior, change your business model to get the best results to report it in that aspect. We have also an impact lab at UNDP that help companies understand, set up indicators, set up targets in that aspect. And I have the honor to be the secretariat of the G20 Sustainable Finance Working Group, whose co-chairs are the United States and China. And at that level, governments are starting to put it in place, this is the G20, so it's very high level principles for taxonomy, principles for transition finance, which we then work with governments to bring those down to national regulation and standards. Now, it is important, to my first point, for a company to ask for standards, to have the standards, to have that global element. But let's be honest, you cannot get the European Union standards in Brazil or Paraguay or Peru or South Africa, right? But national standards have to be interoperable. Otherwise, it becomes a nightmare for a large company to do in that aspect, right? So it's important that you have standards that are realistic to different economies, but they speak to each other in a seamless way. So Lenovo knows that what is setting as a target, what is setting as its own standards, it is acceptable across the world.
Thank you, Marcos. And Laura, if I turn to you now, at Lenovo, how do you fund such a transition? Innovation is needed to really deliver that net zero commitments. And I saw that Lenovo recently issued a green bond initiative. Can you tell us more about this?
That's correct, Sophie. In just this past July, we announced a $1.25 billion bond offering, including an inaugural green tranche that will help us reach our sustainability goals. We've established the goals to increase energy efficiency of our own products as well as one Lenovo across servers, PCs, and mobile phones, so that by 2030, in the near term, we're on track to meet them. It's clear that innovation is key to a smarter future, and that we, Lenovo, can't be afraid to shake things up and make the sustainability changes needed as an industry leader. Our customers are asking us not just for sustainable technologies, but they're also inspiring us as they innovate in their own industries. Here is a story from our customer Actual, a leader in the construction industry, on how they're using Lenovo technology to increase the sustainability of their business.
I'm Mette Gijnsman, co-founder of Actual. We offer fully circular and customizable interior and architectural products made via large-scale 3D printing of recycled waste materials. The building sector is responsible for almost 40% of all global carbon emissions and a third of the world's overall waste, and we strive to help bring this to zero. Additionally, interiors in the Western world of hotels, offices, stores and the like are rebuilt on average every 5 to 7 years, leading to a tremendous waste and value destruction. And that is why we now focus on the recycling and reprinting of interiors. We want to put a stop to mining materials and instead use existing resources smartly so that they have no end of life and can be reused continuously at a high quality level. And since we can keep on recycling our materials, initial research indicates that we could reduce carbon emissions up to 400%, which is of course amazing. For the Dutch government, for instance, we already have material in its third cycle, which is great. Our whole customizable and circular fabrication offering, based on our design algorithms and our digital manufacturing processes, requires high-performance workstations. Powerful GPUs and massive memory capacity for fast design generation, and real-time feedback when complex parametric models are rendered, is what makes us rely on Lenovo for smooth and seamless flow from design to production. Architecture is the backdrop for everyone's lives, and we want to make it circular, accessible, and flexible. It's our goal to ultimately give people all over the globe direct and easy access to personalized and sustainable habitats. We're proud to be a Lenovo customer. Together, we can work towards a smarter and more sustainable future.
Actual Stories is a great example of the right mix of vision and commitment, as well as a bit of courage and risk-taking to do things differently. So to close things out, I have a question for each of you. Marcos, what is your call to action for companies who really want to pursue net zero?
Well, set your net zero targets. Use science. I think the SBTi initiative is as good as it goes in that aspect. Measure realistically, measure continuously, be transparent. If you're not reaching, say it, share your lessons, so everybody in this journey can learn and adjust to your targets. We are all here to help in this process. Also, embrace regulation. You need governments to step in. You need governments to set that commonality, that common standard that we've talked earlier. You need governments to create a level playing field. Lenovo is an industry leader, others are not. How do they do this? They don't lose market share and don't lose competitiveness. It's by having a level playing field. The only stakeholder that can provide the level playing field are governments. So embrace it, ask for the regulation. We are here.
You also need to do it at speed.
Oh, absolutely. We don't have time. This is a marathon that we need to run as a sprint, if that is ever possible and it makes sense, right? But we don't have time. We are running out of time.
So, Laura, talking of marathon, I know you are a runner, and Lenovo is also in the tech solution space. As the company pursues its vision for net zero, how will this work not only be an opportunity to reduce emissions, obviously, but also a real source of competitive advantage for Lenovo?
My team calls this our Mars shot, not our moon shot. It's a big, big goal. And that marathon, while challenging, as Marcos has discussed, we see as an opportunity. And so we're focused on both delivering the solutions, leading in the community, achieving that 2050 target with very solid plans in the interim. I have no doubt that when we look back on our collective journey in 2050, we'll see that Lenovo has succeeded by doing all that we've done before: a good governance model, a strong strategy, an operating model in place. With all of this infrastructure and the standards that Marcos has discussed as our guide, we look forward to delivering on our 2050 commitment.
Thank you, Laura. And for me, what's really interesting from what you're saying is that this net zero commitment is not just a story of sacrifice. It's a story of opportunity for innovation, for good governance, and for doing what you're doing best at Lenovo.
Exactly, Sophie.
Laura, Marcos, thank you very much for joining me today. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of Tech World. Thank you.
Will snow days be a thing of the past?
Uh-oh, I need to go potty.
Or are we smarter than that?
It's one thing to talk net zero. It's another to be committed to it. Thanks, Sophie and Laura, for enlightening us all on what Lenovo is doing to build a net zero future. We have covered a lot of ground today, visited a number of places around the globe, talked with experts in innovation and transformation, and I hope provided you with a lot to think about. And now I'd like to go back to YY, who has some final thoughts for us all as we close out Lenovo Tech World 2022.
So that's how we are using technology to empower a changing world. A world where you get the best of the real and the virtual space. A world where you access computing anywhere, anytime, and any way you like. A world where digitalization accelerates the transformation of every industry. And hopefully a world where mankind takes better care of our one and only planet. To that end, I'm proud to announce that Lenovo is committed to a vision of net zero by 2050. And we are working with the Science Based Target Initiative right now to validate our plans. And we can't do it alone. It's our partnerships throughout the entire ecosystem that make it all happen. It's our customers around the world who not only trust us, but also challenge us to do better. And it's a global community of innovators who collaborate to drive technology forward. No matter how the world changes, it's the belief we all share in innovation that will help us build a smarter future for all. Thank you.
Thank you, YY, for creating this incredible opportunity for us and for your leadership. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Be sure to stay tuned to check out the many other sessions that are coming up with global experts on a number of important topics. And don't forget, if you missed any part of Lenovo Tech World 2022, or if you just want to replay and review any of it, visit Lenovo.com anytime from now until the end of the year. Until next time, I'm Eva Saha.